So you want to add all your dry ingredients into a large bowl and whisk to combine. Then with your bundt pan to prepare it, you just want to butter it and all of the cracks it has. Then into that pan, you want to sprinkle on some cocoa powder generously so all of the pan is coated. So your wet ingredients has to be room temperature. You want your butter melted, your eggs at room temperature, and your milk. And you want to add in the butter, eggs, vanilla extract all in a bowl and mix it together, and slowly add your milk while the mixer is still on. Then you want to gradually take your dry ingredients and combine it into the wet ingredients. And you want to blend that up, and then you want to put it on blast on your highest speed until the batter changes into a light brown. So you want to keep blasting that and scrape down the bowl once a few times. So you want to pour it in your bundt pan, and you want to make sure you do give it one final mix just in case everything is not incorporated properly. And then you want to bang it a few times and then put it on a baking tray just in case it overflows, and you want to bake it in for 25 minutes. So you want to put that on for 25 minutes in the oven on 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And once that's done, you want to turn it around and bake that again for another 25 minutes. While it's baking, you want a quarter cup of cocoa powder, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, half cup of milk, a quarter cup of corn syrup, and a teaspoon of vanilla. So you want to add all of that. So in your saucepan, you want to put all your dry ingredients into the medium-sized saucepan, and you want to whisk all that to combine. So now you want to add all your wet ingredients, but only the milk and corn syrup. Vanilla extract is towards the end. And you want to put that on medium heat and whisk together until the sugar is dissolved and it is thickened, and you want to make sure it comes to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, you want to remove it from the heat and add the vanilla extract and whisk it in. As you can see, it is nice and thickened. So the cake is done, but just to check in case, you want to stick in a knife or a skewer and check if there's any dry crumbs on it. Then that means it's good. So you want to wait till it cools down, and you want to reveal the cake, and it looks so beautiful. Once the glaze is nice and cool, you want to add it on top of your cake and watch it drip down. And this is the final product. So now we're going to go ahead onto our European dish. So what you need is some boneless chicken breast, and I got this Greek marinade by Clubhouse, and the instructions are in the back. So what you will need is some water, and you need a 1/3 cup of that. You're gonna need some white vinegar, and you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of that, and you're gonna need some oil, and you need another 2 tablespoons, and you want to whisk it all together into a large bowl. Now with the chicken, you want to pierce it with a fork so the flavor can go in it, and you want to cube them up and put them inside the marinade, toss it around, and cover and set that in the fridge for it to marinate fully. Now you can go ahead and buy your own tzatziki sauce, but I made mine from homemade. So you're gonna need some plain yogurt, and you'll need to strain that overnight, and the consistency will thicken overnight. And you just want to put that in a container and get the ingredients. So you're gonna need to shred some garlic cloves. You're gonna need to also shred some cucumber, and you need to juice a lemon, and you just want to put that all inside the container with the yogurt, and you just want to stir it all up. Now for the seasonings to give the tzatziki sauce a little more taste, you just want to put a pinch of salt, and the smallest teaspoon I have is the 1/4 teaspoon. So you just want to put that inside the container, mix it up, and set it in the fridge until it is ready for use. Now for the potatoes, you want to fill up a container with cold water. You want to peel them, you want to cube them up, and you want to toss them into the water and rinse them off. Then you want to set the oven on and preheat it on 350, and you want to prepare everything for the potatoes. So you want to get some more garlic cloves, a 1/3 cup of oil, and you just want to put that inside a dish. So once you pour on the oil, you want to put in your chopped up garlic, your salt and pepper, and you want to get a 1/4 cup of lemon juice and a 1/2 cup of water so it can all mix in and marinate very nicely. Once you add in all your ingredients, I also put oregano, and you want to cover it up with aluminum foil so it can steam while it's in the oven, and you want to cook that for 30 minutes. So once your chicken is done marinating, you want to put your chicken cubes onto a metal skewer, and you want to put that in the oven for 45 minutes. And once it's all done, you can make sure your potatoes are fork tender and make sure your chicken is fully cooked. And this is how it looks in the end.